Hello my friends. So in this video I kind of want to respond to a comment that was made to me regarding the lone wolf video. Somebody told me that it seemed a little dark, and so I just wanted to kind of clarify that. Basically, I live off grid. I live way out in the middle of nowhere all by myself, and you know, some people think I'm a little bit crazy for doing that. But I'm not completely alone. I do live near a small town and I do have friends there, but I am pretty isolated out where I'm at because I do live completely alone. But there are reasons for that. People have asked me, you know, do you have, childhood wounds? What's the matter with you? That kind of stuff. The answer to that would be yes, of course. Who doesn't have that kind of stuff in their life? And at some point you have to figure out a way to heal that stuff. Otherwise you become toxic and your relationships become toxic, and it just becomes impossible to exist. You know, depression sets in, all kinds of problems happen. And so my solution for that was to get close to nature, open up my heart to spirituality, and try to heal myself. And that is a lot of the reason that I'm here. And the other reason is because I am sickened by what I see going on around the world. All the hatred and ugliness just breaks my heart. I really think that we have all lost sight of love, and I think we are just literally turning this into an evil place because we've completely forgotten about that ideal. So living out here in solitude and working on these guitars and playing music and all of the things that I do out here really allows me to filter out what's going on in the rest of the world. And so it's been a really good opportunity for me to just take some time for myself, slow down, be silent, allow these things to come to the surface and deal with them in order to be able to move on. And I would never say I'm completely healed, because I don't think anybody ever is, but I'm probably better than I've ever been in my entire life. And the thing I've discovered through all of this is the only person that can heal you is you. You have to do the work, and it's not easy. I would never tell somebody that it's an easy thing to do, but I think it's an important thing to do. I think there are way too many toxic people running around not caring about healing themselves at all, and they are just causing harm to all the people around them. And that's what's making it such a tough world to live in. And so, and that's the reason I'm speaking on this, in hopes that maybe I might touch one of you, in hopes that maybe you might begin the journey of healing and take a chance on taking care of yourself instead of everybody else, and making yourself smaller to please everybody else. It's just not the way to live. The way to live is to lift yourself up, love yourself, forgive yourself, and forgive all the other people that have done harm to you. You have to let it all go. That's the only way to get to the other side. I really believe that the thing that needs to happen in this world is more love and more conversations like what I'm having with you right now. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, is it easy for me to talk about this stuff? Do I like being vulnerable? No, I don't. I'm a person that usually likes to keep things very tight to my chest. And so, but I'm doing this because I think it's necessary. I think it's really necessary for people to start looking at each other and talking to each other again, instead of going, you're this side or you're that side. That doesn't matter. What matters is the heart, is love. That's what God wants us all to do, is love each other, not all this hatred stuff that you see going on. And so the point that I'm trying to make right now is the lone wolf video was basically to let everybody know that there is a way to slow down, quiet down, and allow yourself to heal. And then maybe after you've done that, you can go back to life the way you did it before. But I honestly don't think so. I think once you've reached the place that I'm in, regular life just doesn't make sense anymore. I mean, the whole world is built around money and how much of it you can get and how many cars and houses and all that crap. To me, I let all that go. I sold my house. I hardly have any money. So whatever people might be thinking about me when they see these videos, believe me, I'm struggling right now. I'm just now getting this shop opened up, and I've invested everything that I had into it. The money from the sale of my house ran out a long time ago, so it's day by day. I barter for many things. I do odd jobs and I build these guitars and sell them. I mean, that's how I make my money. When I sold my house, I was able to pay cash for this place, so I own everything, and that's the only reason that this is even possible, is because I sacrificed everything to do this. And so anybody that has an inkling that I got a lot of money and that this is great, it's, you know, I struggle every single day even to put food on the table. But you know what? It's worth it to me, because out here I have been able to completely change my life and transform how I feel about myself. And that's probably the most important thing that I can talk to you about, is self-love. You've got to learn to let all these things go, forgive yourself, and love yourself, because that's the only thing in this world that's going to change it. You know, and the more people that do it, the more we can start moving in that direction. And that is really the point of this video, is just to let you know you can take a different path. You can find another way. You don't have to stick to the norms. You don't have to go to the 9 to 5. You don't have to try to compete with the Joneses. You don't have to do that stuff. That's entirely up to you. And as far as healing yourself, everybody's got their own path on that. Some people are Christians and believe totally in going to church. Other people, you know, believe in spirituality and want to get out in a place like where I'm at. It doesn't matter. Just move towards that, because that's the only thing that's going to heal this world. It's the only thing. And so anyway, I've gone a little long on this. This will probably end up being a full-length video. But I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to listen to this and consider it, because it really, I do believe, is very important for us all to start reaching out to each other again. It's really gotten very cold, and it's kind of sad. It isn't like I don't want to have someone in my life or people in my life. I very much do. It's just that in the current climate, I have very little trust for people, because there's just so much toxicity out there. So anyway, I didn't really mean for the lone wolf video to seem dark, because that's not at all the idea. The idea is that I came out here and I found peace within myself. And it doesn't mean that it's always that way, because it certainly isn't. I struggle financially. I don't have a lot of money. This shop is not producing money yet. I just got it opened up. I invested everything I have into it, because this is what I want to do. And I refuse to take my foot off the gas. I really have every intention of taking this to the place that I have always visualized it being. And I have had a lot of success. I've built 50 guitars. They've all been sold. So, you know, I'm getting ready to start moving my way towards 100. And it's taken me a long time to get to a place where I could spend all of my time in here. And I am struggling with that a little bit, because I'm not quite there yet, and there isn't a lot of money. But I refuse to step away from this anymore. I kept stepping away from it and going and doing construction jobs, and that it just made it so I couldn't do this, because I'm getting older, and doing construction and then coming home and working all night, that just isn't as easy for me as it used to be. So I really prefer at this point in my life to just do this. I am working next door to get that building ready to get my drums set up. I plan on bringing that into the mix as well. The whole ideas that I have, all the ideas that I have for this channel are all revolving around music and how to help other people get started in music, offer them a beginner instrument, and be able to hopefully ignite that passion within them where they have maybe thought about playing an instrument themselves, and it's my goal to be able to help people with that. So anyway, I hope you're all having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.